Greek mythology, as someone who shows outstanding courage and valor, is referred to as a hero. Their actions are considered to be acts of heroism. There are many definitions of hero. According to Cambridge Dictionary, hero is a person who is admired for having done something very brave or having achieved something great. Heroes in this video are heroes and heroines, including gods and men. We will mention heroes who appear until the Trojan War and present major characteristics of heroes, which are bravery and wisdom. The first characteristic of heroes is bravery. In this topic, our group will concentrate on two subtopics, which are the purpose of bravery for helping other people and the bravery for self-desire.
The first hero of bravery for helping other people is Theseus. He sacrificed himself to be one of the victims, even though he had no idea how he would kill the Minotaur. And his purpose in killing the Minotaur was for helping Athens. The next hero is Hector. He chose to confront Leto that escaped, and he also sacrificed his life for Troy in this battle. According to mythology, timeless tales of gods and heroes, but it is Herodot. We can see his bravery in the court. I could not be a coward. It's right for me to always fight in the forefront of the battle. And the last hero is Odysseus. He volunteered himself to be one of the men hidden inside a huge wooden horse. Although there was a chance that the men inside the wooden horse would die if his pants were also safer. He also showed his bravery in riding the Cyclops Polyphemus to save the lives of his men.
The example of bravery for self-desire. The first hero is the best known of all heroes in Greek and Roman mythology. His name is Hercules. For self-desire, to absorb of his guilt and achieve immortality. Hercules, who was the strongest on earth because of his gigantic physical strength. His life was not easy, for he endured many trials and completed many daunting tasks, so that he would be absolved of his guilt, which healed his family and achieved immortality, so that he would live at Mount Olympus as a god. You can see that he was not a hero on purpose, but because of necessity. The second hero is Bellerophon. For self-desire, to be excused for his crime that killed his brother by accident. Bellerophon went to King Proteus to be purified for his crime that killed his brother by accident. So he was asked to slay the Chimera. However, everything went easier when help from Pegasus. Then King Proteus asked him to go against the Ptolemy and the Amazon. Finally, the King Proteus gave up and became his friend. We can see from this text, Proteus was won over by his courage and his good fortune. The third hero is Perseus. For self-desire, to bring gift to give for bride-to-be. Perseus is one of the greatest heroes in Greek mythology. His life was not easy. He and his mother were put in the chase and floated in the sea. And when he grew up, the king decided to set up a plan to get rid of Perseus, to bring a gift for bride-to-be. Perseus had nothing he could give. He was young and proud and keenly mortified. He stood up before them all and did exactly what the king had hoped he would do. Declared that he would so, the king ordered him to kill the fearsome Gorgon Medusa and bring back her head.
The fourth hero is Orpheus. For the self-desired is to bring back his wife, Eurydice. Orpheus is endowed with superhuman musical skills. He married Eurydice, who was killed by a snake bite. Overcome with grief, Orpheus risks himself to the land of death to attempt to bring Eurydice back to life. Another characteristic is wisdom, which is wisdom in the terms of strategy. In this topic, our group will concentrate on two subtopics. First, using wisdom in the strategies that come from heroes' own ideas. Second, using wisdom in the strategies through advice or gods or others. In addition to bravery, among the heroes we choose are also related to wisdom. And firstly, we're going to focus on heroes who use their own ideas in the strategies. For example, Prometheus, the Titan god for forethought. He tricked Zeus about the meat of great dogs by the use of unappetizing meat, covered the good meat in one portion. And another one was bone wrapped in fat, including the planning to steal fire from Olympus for mankind in the earth and heat fire from God in the furnace stack.
Another heroine is Atalanta. When Atalanta was chased by two centaurs, she decided not to run away and stood still, and then arranged to shoot arrows at them, because running away was a foolish choice that might bring her to death, including in the scene when a number of men wanted to marry Atalanta, but she was not interested in marriage, so she thought of a way to reject them in a hospitable manner, and finally came up with a plan, which is the announcement that she would marry whoever could beat her in foot race. The last, Odysseus, the obvious example that represents the hero's wisdom, is the wooden horse. He had the skilled worker in the wood make a huge wooden horse that has a big barrel that could hold many men inside. It was made on purpose that this wooden horse could bring the number of men to fight in Troy. Coming to the next subtopic, which is using wisdom in the strategies through advice of gods or others.
The first hero that got help as wife from gods or Arthur is Perseus. It was when Perseus utilized magic tools that got from gods to kill Medusa. Perseus approached Medusa looking at her reflection in the mirror and cut off her head with the sword of Hermes. So easily then, the brave and intelligent Perseus managed to complete this difficult task. The second hero is Bellerophon, when capturing the winged horse Pegasus with the help of Athena by getting the beetle from her to capture the Pegasus. Moreover, Bellerophon used Pegasus wisely by flying higher, escaping the flaming monster Chimera and killed it with his arrow while riding Pegasus. Conclusion: to be a hero in Greek mythology, sometimes their purposes may be different, whether they use their wisdom on their own or also receive help from others. What all heroes have in common is the bravery to face obstacles without fear. Because of this, in the end, they are the heroes that people admire.